In this video, we're going to talk a little bit about circles and their equations. Then we're going to practice finding the standard form of an equation given a point that lies on the circle and its center. So a circle is an infinite number of points that are all the same distance from R from the center. So the equation, the standard equation of a circle, is x minus h quantity squared plus y minus k quantity squared equals r squared, where our center is h comma k and our radius is the r. So let's take a look at this example. Here we know that the point 1 comma negative 2 lies on a circle whose center is at negative 3 comma negative 5, and it wants us to write the standard form of the equation of this circle. Now remember that the standard form of the equation of the circle is this equation right here. Okay, so our center of our circle, our h comma k, we can see that that is our value negative 3 comma negative 5. And then it tells us that it gives us a point that lies on the circle. It didn't give us the r. So we need to find our r first. So it gave us the x and the y. And we're going to use that to find our r first. So as we go to plug this into our equation, we're going to have 1 minus our h. Remember, this is our h and this is our k. So 1 minus our h, quantity squared, plus our y, which is negative 2, minus our k, which is negative 5, quantity squared, and that's going to equal our r squared. So what we're going to do is we're going to plug this into our calculator. And you might remember that double negatives like that make a plus, and you're welcome to do that. So we're going to plug that into our calculator, and we're going to see that we're going to get a value of 25. So here we have 25 equals r squared. Now we're trying to get the r by itself. So we're going to square root both sides, and that's going to tell us that r's value is 5. So we have a radius of 5. So if we're going to write our equation in standard form, it's going to have an x, a plain x, and a plain y in it. So that means our equation is going to look like this: x something squared plus y something squared equals something squared. Okay, so we're going to go ahead now and we're going to plug in the things that we have. Okay, so we have our minuses as well. I should put those in there. So we have our h, which was negative 3, and we have our k, which was negative 5, and we have our r, which was 5. So now what we're going to do is we are going to simplify these. So this is going to become an x plus 3 squared. This is going to become a y plus 5 squared. Then we're going to actually work this out to get 25. Now we have our equation of this circle written in standard form. So we could graph this equation and it would give us a circle whose center was at negative 5, negative 3, and the point 1 comma negative 2 would lie on the circle itself.